Hey everybody, it's What's New at Center Diamond this week, and we have a whole bunch. It all came in at once, of course. So the Alaska batiks came in, so I'll do those at the end and run through them fairly fast because they are ones we've had before. I've got a new beach group from QT and a whole bunch of Japanese import stuff. And so we will jump right into it. We're starting with cats. So this is from Japan, and this is the picture I used for the event today. This is canvas, 100% cotton with a funny little kitty, black and tan. The cat's black, tan and black on the fabric. D427, and that is $14.50 a yard. And then this is a coca. With looks a little like the Hichet kitty we've had in the past, white and black kitty striped on a red background, with a little ball of yarn here and there. This is also canvas and 100% cotton, D428. This one is $14.95. Doesn't seem bad for a coca. And then another cat. D429. So we've got a variety of kitties in a variety of poses on sort of a tealy aqua background, and a whole bunch of different colored of kitties. And larger scale, again, a cotton canvas. D429. This one is $16.95. And then we have, I think they're called snow fairies. We've had these birds before when they're sitting on branches, and actually I still have it in the aqua colorway on the branch. These are just birds, no branches, with the little snow fairies, and they are an aqua background, D430, and that's $16.95. So those are the whimsical ones. And then we've got a patchworky one. This is kind of a dauby texture. And I can't remember if this one is cotton and linen or 100% cotton. Doesn't say. Feels like it might have some linen in it. D431. This is a coca, and it's $17.95. So it has that collage-y look or patchworky look in blues mostly. And then we also have it similar one with a black and tan. And then this one also has that same dauby texture. It's a heavier canvas, D432, and that one is $16.95. This one is not a coca, it looks like. And then this one is a coca. Boy, the prices are all over the board. So this is an unusual one. I haven't had this one in the past. These are stripes that run the length of the fabric with a whole variety of, and it repeats on the other side, so it's not different. But again, black and tan. Little bit of a dauby texture, D433, and again it's coca, but it's $15.50, a veritable bargain. I was going to look to see 100% cotton on that one. And then this one sort of looks Marimekko-ish, but this one is black with huge flowers with a yellow center. Would be an awesome bag. Ooh, we've got construction going on outside, sorry. So gigantic flowers, D434, $15.50, and then we also have it in red and yellow flowers. Same big with the white. Again, this is canvas and it's 100% cotton. Gorgeous, so fun. D435 and also $15.50. And then we have two that are sort of whimsical science canvases. So this one is aqua background, again, a canvas, so it's heavier weight. And we have all kinds of little chemistry things going on here. And it looks like they are, I guess they're kind of directional one way, the length of the fabric. D436. This one's $14.50. And the next one looks like it might be, is it math? Oh, no. Don't you tip over fabric. I think this one looks like it's math. So we mostly have navy background with some lines that are in some primary colors there, but mostly it reads as navy and white. D437, and that is also $14.50. And then, oh boy, we have a wide range of Japanese fabrics today. So then, wait, we're going to a beautiful botanical all of a sudden. So this one is a nice sagey background in the green. And then we've got leaves with some sage and some like smoky blue in it. And then lines of these flowers. I mean, this is really lovely. It's really pretty. D438. Again, I think this one is 100% cotton. and it's $16.75. That is a gorgeous one. And then we've had these in other colors. Apparently I got it in the bright green too, because I have them back there in black and yellow, mustard, and I got a bunch of colors, and the aqua. So this one is that bright limey yellow, D439, $17.50 for this one. And then last, well, it's not the last Japanese one, we have little otters. Now this one is not a canvas, this is a regular cotton for quilting weight. We don't know why he's hugging a traffic cone or has one on his head. We're not really quite sure what's happening here, but these are otters with a light blue background, D440, and this is $14.95. And then I have a wacky Japanese panel, D441, and it is a meter, so it's 40 inches long and 44 wide. I know this does not look like center diamond because it's very 30s. These are flour sacks, reproduction flour sacks. I believe they measure 18 by 11. Plus there's some little labels up here on the top. This panel is not canvas, but it's $23 $23 a meter because it's a meter long. It is very unusual for us, but I just fell in love with it. It's so whimsical and fun. I just thought it was cool. So this one is $23 a yard, and that is a meter, D441. So that's the end of the Japanese fabrics. And then we have QT and Nauticus. This is D442. This is the panel. So I've got 20 blocks. They are 7 by 7. So this one, I believe it's from the same designer who did Atlantis maybe 18 months, 2 years ago. But it definitely has an old world feel. There are 20 blocks, no repeats. And some kind of unusual things that you don't really see on fabric very often. Stingrays. There's a hammerhead shark on here. There's an oyster on here. How very unusual. So this is a yard panel. It is $15.50 for the panel. Again, D442, and then we've got coordinates. The coordinates are $14.95. So this one, D443. So you'll see there's sort of bubbles and squares, sort of collage-y looking, with the same sort of color range that's on the panel and the same items that are on the panel, plus some extras. There's an urchin and oh, there's that shipwreck. Oh yeah, nice. Didn't even see that one. Some crabs and good stuff. So, and then the basic background is this sort of blue. So that's that one. And then we have two. This is the first shell with a sort of that same blue background. I believe it's all shells, same colors, sort of that orangey. We've got some tans, some silvers in here, greens. That is D444. This is the blue colorway. And then we have the sand colorway, same print from what I can tell, the same number, I believe. And the background instead of blue is a sort of a nice tan. And that one is D445. Just verifying, yep, that's the same number. So that's the different colorway. And then this one is, these are darker blue, and these are all sea creatures that are on the panel. Although I don't see there's a dolphin. There's some other things that are on here that are not on the panel. And I don't see the hammerhead shark on here either. But, so sea creatures, dark blue, D446. Again, those are all $14.95. And then also from Quilting Treasures, this has nothing to do with Nauticus, but a nice tree print. We always love to look for a nice tree print. Greens, kind of aqua and a kind of a misty, minty background and more green. That's a nice one, and it's directional. D447, $14.95. And then we have a night sky and you can kind of see it has that Deborah Edwards, that's Northcott, that's not them, but it has that watercolory look in the behind, and then stars all over. So blue green on this one for a nice night sky. D448. Then we have, oh, what's the name of this people? Paws, come on. Paws at Play. This is from Wilmington. We finally got some more dogs in. So we have a light blue background and a various cutesy dogs in various boots and playing in a dog house, you name it. It's all over the place. So we haven't had any dogs for a while. D449, and this group is 1585. There's that all over, and then we have an all over scattered further apart with this sort of sandy background, little paws, some tennis shoes. Oh, they're chewing a shoe. Oh no. And then the same dogs that are in the main panel, that's D450. Then we have a stripe that goes with, oops, catch up furry friends. There's little paws here, bones, naps, long walks. So that is the stripe. I think that's a 10-inch stripe across there. D451. And then we have tonal paws, blue on blue, D452. And then a little plaid on point that goes with it too, which is mostly red with a little sort of a creamy line through it, D453. That whole group again is 1585. And then very quickly, these are our Alaskan batiks. They came in. We have whales. This color is celery. These are batiks. So mostly a green group. Right here we have a baby whale and a big whale. D454. These are $14.95. We have the octopus. Hopefully this is not too hard to see, that you can see him in there. I have another piece with it in there if you want to see the motif very clearly. This one colorway is called Storm, and it's blue on blue with touches of gray. D455. We have puffins in a warmer colorway than we've had them before. Of course, they're not our puffins, but it's this yellowy background, kind of a warm background with this slate gray, blue, purpley group on it. D456. We have otters. You can see them here. There's little otters here, the little flippers in the air. This lapis color goes with our haystack rock batik as well. We also have this in lapis, and we have dots that go with lapis. We have a lot of lapis in the store. D457 for the otters, and then we also have the otters in the celery colorway, which is the same as the whales. Very easy to see the otters on this one. It's very clear motif on this. And that is D458. And then here's the octopus that I showed you in the blue colorway. Very clear to see them here in the black jade. We've had this one definitely before because this was very popular. This was popular during COVID for masks. D459. And last, I forgot to put a little label on this one, but the black and white ravens are back in as well. So we've had most of these before. Again, these are all $14.95 this year. So that'll be D450, $460 on this one. So we've had these before. You've seen them. Whew, I made it. I think that's it. Hours are still 11 to 4 through June. So they'll change July 1. And I think that's it. Give us a call if you've got any questions, 888-305-0854. Otherwise, we'll see you next Thursday at 4:30.